Hello everyone, I've got a little project to share with you today, which is this nice little notelet holder made using the Kindly Thoughts paper from Nitwits. So when you open it up, it's magnetised here. So I've used the brad closure, but the magnet is actually in the top. And when you open it, the flap falls back and I've got just a little drop front. And then the box is filled with some policy envelopes, which I've made using the Cool Katz dies. So I've got 5 ready-made, so I'm just going to make a 6th one. So if you just hang on a second, we'll get going and we'll make the last policy envelope to finish off the project. So here's one of the Cool Katz policy envelopes I've already made, and you can see the closure and a pocket. So this isn't just the way I do it. The Cool Katz have their own version. So if you want to see Maggie and Kay's way, head to their Facebook group or go to the Cool Katz YouTube channel and you'll find their way of making it. So when you get the die kit, you will get the main panel, which cuts the whole thing, but you also get a mat and layer for the back and for the curved bit. And the bit I was most excited about were these little ones. So what these are circles which also cut a little hole in the center for your brads, so you get the large, medium and small. So for my envelope, this is what I cut. So I've made it out of the patterned paper this time, but you could do it with the cardstock and then decorate using these panels. But I've just cut it out of my 160 GSM printed paper. And what I've done is cut the big piece out of the patterned paper. I've cut 6 of the largest one, so you get 2 of each size, so it really cuts down on your cutting time. And I've cut 4 of the medium using my decorative paper. So let's move the dies out the way. So then I've just got some black soot to distress the sides. I've got my wax cord, my scoring tool and some strong tape and some glue and 2 brads, but actually I need a 3rd one, so let me just grab a 3rd one. There we are. So to start off, if I just move our closures to one side, when you cut it, you also get all the score lines. So I'm just gently, I'm not scoring them harshly, I'm just folding over and just gently pressing down, because I still want a bit of give in it so I can put my photos inside. And then keep it shut, bring this one over. There we go. So that's your policy envelope already made. Now if it's a bit tight, just keep it shut and just score again. There we go. So I'm just going to get my distress ink. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to highlight all the edges. So just going to make it all stand out. So I'm just going to go around my curved flap. And this is where you'll see the difference now. It just sort of highlights the shape. So this takes a bit of time, but I think it's worth it because it does make quite a difference. And we just got this little bottom bit. I mean, if you don't want to highlight it and you want it all camouflaged, you know, you can leave that step out. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my tape down the longest one. If you look, these are different sizes. So if you want it down the middle, you'd put your glue on this side, but I like it off to the side. So I've got my score tape just down the edge. Once I got my score tape, let's just put it here as well. So that's all I'm going to do now is close my policy envelope. And you can see where that black soot has highlighted the edge. And you'll see it again now on this bit. And then just... And that's your policy envelope done. So now let's do the closures. So this is just my way of doing them. I might be wondering, why are there 6? So what I'm going to do, I've already inked the edges of these in my black soot. And I'm going to glue 2 of them onto our mat. So there's 1. And 2. Just grab my pin so it doesn't dry out. So these are going to be the ones that actually go on the envelope. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to double them up. So I'm going to take a second black one and then take my brad through the 2. And open it out. So what I've got is my decorative paper and 2 black ones. So what we've got is a space in between. So that's what's going to be important for me later on. So again, through my decorative one and through a second black one. Okay, so we've got that. I'm just going to take a little piece of my double-sided tape. That's just going to help hold in place for now. So I'm pressing down my brad to try and get as flat as possible. Here we are. And I'm going to take off the tape, grab my glue again, and I'm going to stick that down. I'm going to take my bone folder and I'm going to get between those 2 black ones to get it to stick down. And I'm going to do the same with the other one. Put the pin back in. So I'm just bringing it down in line. And I'm going to get between those 2 black ones to press it down. Okay. So by having those 2 black ones, what I've done is created a gap. So my cord is actually going between the two black ones. So I'm not having to fiddle with getting a brad through my designer paper and then hide in the back. Those two black circles have done the work for me. So I'm just taking a knot. So I've tied it at the top, now I'm going to just tie it at the bottom. Take my pointy scissors and just get underneath it and cut it off. Yeah. So now just get between those two black ones as well. Yeah. So that's why it was helpful just to get my tool inside there. It's just created a bit of a gap for me to find it easier. I've gone around a couple of times and some excess. So what I'm going to do now, bring back my glue. So those last two black bits are just going to make a ribbon end. So I'm sticking on my decorative paper. I think Kay and Maggie came up with a great idea with these little circles with the holes in the centre ready for us. Oh, I'll need my glue again, so I won't put the lid on quite yet. I'm just going to put my brad through one, and I want to try and get it as flat as I can. There we are. Just get some of the double-sided tape again. Put it over my legs of the brads. And I'm going to stick this now onto my string end. And take the other one and squash them together and just squeeze the ends like that. And there we have our policy envelope finished. So you see it opens up, room for a 3x4 photos inside, and this now will just pop into the box I made earlier on and shut it. So thanks for watching, and please click the subscribe button, and if you want to join my Facebook group, just look up Paper Crafting with Paul. Just type it into the search and it should come up, and send a request to join, and enjoy the rest of the videos.